Let the discussion commence. It's time to discuss. In a nice, calm, and even tone, let the discussion happen, as it will. I am ready for anything, mostly. We'll see. I'm not really ready for anything, but I'll do my best. Isn't that what live streams are all about? Doing your best? Low expectations. It pretty much sums up my live streams. Low expectations. Don't think about it too much. Welcome to my chocolate factory. This is going very well. I'm very excited for the first 1 minute and 53 seconds of this live stream. Swimmingly, it is going. Hello and welcome to the discussion. So far, nothing has been discussed. You've missed nothing. But welcome and goodbye. Still nothing discussed, except my welcoming of two people who left shortly after. I welcome them. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome all to the discussion. I am your host, Tristan, where we will be discussing something. Something will be discussed. Hopefully, right? That was the promise. The title has promised a discussion. So, some of these references go way over my head. So I'm not going to cooperate. That's the name of my game. Lack of cooperation. Grinding all the way to 5,580 subscribers by not doing what the masses want. I have filmed trees. They don't do anything. I have gotten to 5,580 subscribers by filming trees. That is a fact. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's on you. But if you go to my shorts, and you watch them, you will eventually see a short of a tree, of me filming a tree. I do look like Will Smith, don't I? Don't I look like Will Smith from what's an obscure Will Smith movie? Anchorman 2. Will Smith from Anchorman 2. Made in America. I was trying to remember what the name of the movie with Ted Danson was. It was Made in America. Whoopi Goldberg is also in Made in America. I guess I don't know. I wasn't there for my creation. So I very well could have been. I could have been built in China. That could be the truth. I was not cognizant of my surroundings at the time of my creation. So it's up in the air. May it be debated. May it be discussed in a discussion by people who are discussing things. This is the reality. What you are watching right now is happening. This is reality. The sooner we accept that, the better. The more I talk, I assume the better the live stream will be. So I will try to keep my sentences running on as long as they can, so that there is more discussion than there is non-discussion. This is dead air. What I'm doing right now is dead air. Maybe that'll be the name of my new podcast. The Dead Air Podcast, where I nor anyone else talks. I might sell. That reference is going over my head. So I will not participate in that part of the discussion. But thank you to all 5 of you who are watching right now. But a special thanks to the 3 of you. Uh-oh, that's a B joke. I know B jokes. When there's a B joke, I know who it is. And I love B jokes. Why can't more of you be like Francis and introduce yourself with a B joke? I think the world would be a better place if we all participated in more B jokes. Stick to the B jokes. Everybody should do the B jokes because it's better. It's better to do B jokes. I want everybody, that'll be your comeback from now on. Hey, why haven't you done a B joke? It's better. It's better to do the B jokes. A lot of references going over my head, which is a good thing. You know, it's better for me to be unaware and ignorant and not knowing what people are talking about. That makes it more entertaining. My recommendation to the last commenter is to do more B jokes. That's my recommendation for a lot of people. And it's certainly my recommendation for the last person who commented. Do more B jokes. You'll be happier. It'll be better when you do more B jokes. I mean, a B joke is better than you guys bumbling around with your words. That was a B joke. See, isn't it better? More B jokes are escaping me right now. I don't live in the past. I don't remember any of my previous live streams. That's a fact. Except for Francis and his B jokes. It's the only thing I remember from previous live streams. You really bug me. Does that count as a B joke? I don't know. It didn't really sting. It was a B joke. I'm proud of that B joke. I'm gonna soak it in. I mean, that's a real B joke. I'm gonna read that one out loud because I want everybody to just say that to each other on the street. Why do bees hum? They don't know the words. You didn't really give me a chance to answer, though. It's the only thing I have against that B joke. Maybe I knew. Maybe I knew the answer. You asked the question and answered in the same post. You've insulted me and my ability to answer the question of why do bees hum? I wouldn't have known. Bring back B-Man. I mean, B-Man never left. B-Man is always buzzing around. This is technically B-Man. What I'm doing right now is technically B-Man. I didn't really have an outfit. It was just glasses. It was sunglasses. They were just smaller. I'm not used to looking up at the camera like this. It's making my nose very itchy. If there's a bee in my hand, what's in my eye? I don't know. You have given me ample time to answer the question. Beauty is in the eye of the bee holder. This is great. I hope this is what these live streams are from now on. Me reading Francis's jokes. That's give and take right there. And some commenter dwelling on the past. A lot of people dwell on the past. It's not just you, commenter. You're like everybody else. You are similar to everyone else who dwells in the past. So that's okay. You're like part of a group of people who dwell in the past. Be comforted by that. Be comforted that you are just like everyone else. That's a good thing. That's the only reason? See, this is not a give and take. This is a give me attitude, and I don't appreciate it. I respect it, but I don't appreciate it. A lot of references going over my head. I think what the world needs now is a bee joke, and thank goodness we have one. What do you call a bee that lives in America? Oh boy. Oh boy. A USB. United States of America. That might be the best one. And by best one, I mean best joke ever. I think you guys can learn something from these bee jokes. Let's delve into every bee joke that has been told so far and the lessons we can learn from it. No, bee jokes are the best joke ever. I just said that. Agree to agree with me, okay? Because I'm right. So the why do bees hum thing, they don't actually hum because they don't know the words. That's the joke. They might very well know the words, but they're not humming because they don't. So explain that when you tell the joke to people on the street. Explain that bees might very well know the words, but that they hum anyway. And the bees in America, USB, explain the origins of America, either before or after the joke. Delve into the history of America, and then tell the bee joke. What's what sound? My voice or the bee? There is no bee. The bee is in your mind. I actually went to a beekeeper tutorial, and I'm trying to remember. Honeybees have the hives with a lot, and then like I think bumblebees are the second highest, but like most bees are by themselves. Whoops, I kicked the tripod. Most bees are loners. So I was told. What do I know? I'm not the bee expert. I just play one on TV. Or we could turn this into a battle of the bees. Bee fights. I was listening in my bee excursion. I thought it was interesting. And male bees are useless. At least for honeybees. They don't do anything. When they do the one thing that they're supposed to do, and they hang out, it's like bad. It's bad for the colony. They're wasting every other bee's time. I've never heard that story about a bee ever in my entire life, and it has certainly not been explained to me at any previous jobs. Ever. Maybe I wasn't listening for that part. I mean, maybe they deserve it. Maybe it's like a, Garden of Eden kind of thing. The male bee picked the apple. Now I'm thinking about a bee Bible. Jonah and the bee. The bee attitudes. Oh, that was inspired. The bee apostles. You hear that, everybody? Queen bees live for about 5 years, but they don't know that. To them, it's like 100 years, because every day is a year, in which case it would be more like 1,500 years. That's how math works. More like 1,800 years. More like 1,825 years. 5 times 3 is 15. Times 6, so I add another 300, that's 18. Times 5, 1,825. That's some math for you, everybody. That's a treat for you, the viewers, all 4 of you. We've lost them along the way. This is one of my longest ones. Oh, it's a lawnmower in the distance? That's on purpose. The lawnmower sound in the distance is meant to be a part of the show. It's to make you all wonder. All 4 of you. All 3 of you. This is still one of my more successful live streams. Why specifically early 2000s? I'm curious about that one. I ramp up the lawnmower noise to, because that's what the kids like. It's what the people want. Everybody's talking about, oh my goodness, why don't you use lawnmower sounds in the background of your videos? It's so appealing. All right, I finally have 6 viewers. Now it's time to really ramp it up and talk about bee jokes again. So I'm living in the past now. I take it back. Everybody dwell on the past. It's more fun that way. And explain the history of America before you tell any joke. People will appreciate that. Before I tell my joke, let me explain to you Plymouth Rock. Before I tell my joke, let me tell you about Jamestown, Virginia. Before I tell my joke, do you know of William Penn? Before I tell my joke, did you know that Georgia is named after King George II? Before I tell my joke, did you know that Maryland is named after Queen Maryland? I think that was her name. Before I tell my joke, did you know that New York is named after York? Where are we at? I appreciate that. You've been kind to me. Other people are trying to get me to say words. I'm just like, come on. Come on. And then I explain to them the history of America, and then they leave. And the cycle continues. What is Connecticut named after? What kind of bee never dies? See, this one, I think I know. A vampire. An immortal bee. Yes, I that one I figured out. I mean, zombies totally die though. All right. I'm going to end this because I want to. And the noxious fumes that I cause in this wonderful filming setting. I only have so much in me. I mean, that would be my argument against that joke. Also, you didn't explain the history of America before you told it, so I'm kind of lost without knowing the history of America. I mean, I don't like being bothered in the park. People don't like me bothering them in the park. So drop it.